Hello there everyone and welcome to a new review on the channel. And today we will be looking at an older product, but one that is phenomenal. It constantly goes out of stock and constantly comes back in stock. And that is the modern Z Wallet Pro by Quiver and Patrick Kun. Additionally, we will be also looking at kind of an immediate extension of, like, basically if you buy this you have to buy the other part of it, which is the rainbow card, which is something that works perfectly with this and that basically all the top magicians use. I've seen David Blaine, I've seen Patrick, I've seen Piff the Magic Dragon, I've seen countless other magicians, I've seen Dynamo. So many people use this effect, so you know it's good, and it works great in conjunction with the modern Z Wallet Pro. So today we're going to unpack both of these products in this review. So let's roll the intro and get straight into it. Perfect, so you decide to stick around, which means you want to learn more about the modern Z Wallet Pro and Rainbow Card. So first, let's start out with the modern Z Wallet Pro wallet. What is it? It's essentially your classic ZFold wallet, but 100 times better. In my opinion, I've hinted at this in a previous review. I do think that this is the best Z wallet that has ever been created by a mile. First, just by looking at it, this doesn't have the thick, flaps. This is a magnetic flap opening Z wallet. It's just amazing. Like, look at this. Look how slim it is. It is so good. So it's made out of leather. I think it's vegan leather. It has magnetic flaps, okay? And what you can do with this is any routine with your Z wallet purpose. So if you want to do a fake out or forcing an out or anything like that, you can do it with this wallet. Additionally, what this wallet will allow you to do is to do the rainbow card routine, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So you can do the rainbow card routine. And additionally, with this, you could use it as a peak wallet. Yes, you can use your ZFold wallet as a peak wallet with this. And you can also use your ZFold wallet as an out to lunch wallet as well. So this is not your classic just ZFold wallet where you put something and it switches. This is a peak wallet, an out of lunch wallet, an effect wallet, and a classic ZFold wallet. It is so much packed into this little magnetically sealed wallet. And what is Rainbow Card? Well, Rainbow Card is essentially an effect where the best way for you to experience this is look at David Blaine's performance to Logan Paul online. It's an amazing performance and you'll get to see what this effect is. If not, I know Piff the Magic Dragon has like a 50-minute street performing walk around set on YouTube, and he also performs it a bunch of times in that set. So take a look at that as well. But essentially, you start an effect and you have your spectator take a picture with your empty wallet, and you tell them that essentially you want them to have this moment to know that what's going to happen in a second could not have happened because the wallet is empty and we have proof. So then you proceed to do to take out a deck of cards and you have them select a card. You flick the card and you say the card is now gone. Believe it or not, the card is not in the deck anymore. It is inside of the wallet. Do you believe me? They're gonna say no. You take a look, you open up the wallet, and there is their card. You then proceed to take out their card from inside of the wallet. You place it back inside of the deck. And then you say, look, we'll do it again because that was maybe quick and you didn't know what to expect. We'll do it again, okay? Boom, you do the same thing again. Say that the card vanished in the wallet and you say, look, open the wallet. They open the wallet. Do you see your card? There's nothing inside. They say no. But say, but you remember we took proof at the start. We took proof that the wallet was empty, and that is on your phone that we took that picture. Open your phone and the card on their phone is going to be in the wallet. So that is the rainbow card effect. So now that you know what both of these effects are, let's talk about where you purchase them, how much they cost, and what do you get. So the Z Wallet Pro is available on Patrick Kun's website. It will set you back 50 USD. Rainbow Card is also available on Patrick's website and it will set you back 25 USD. And also it's important to note that the Z wallet only comes in this black, whereas the rainbow card, you can choose what you want. You can have a torn piece of a card, you can have a full card, you can have a vanishing Eiffel Tower card, you can have a bunch of different things that you want to do. Personally, I took the 9 of Diamonds reveal for my card because I feel it's a card that pops out and it's not a really common card, so it feels random when someone selects it rather than it being like a king or a jack or an ace. So I think the 9 of Diamonds work well, but you can choose which variation of the rainbow card you want. And it will set you back 30, as I said, 25 USD, which is 35 Canadian dollars. What you get with your purchases are very minimal packaging. The rainbow card literally just comes in this. So it literally just comes in this paper. There's no instruction, there's nothing. It's literally just a piece of plastic. So that's what your rainbow card comes in. And your quiver wallet comes in this box. Okay? So it comes in here. You open it, you have your wallet, and then on the back you have a QR code which takes you to some instructions with Patrick himself. There's live performances of all of the effects he's going to tell you. There's going to be how to set the out of lunch up, how to do a peek with it, and a ton of other uses with the wallet. So the wallet does come with some tutorials, whereas Phantom Card, not really. Okay, so that is your packaging. Very minimal, nothing fancy in regards to packaging, but the quality of the products is there to speak for itself. Now let's talk about difficulty. So how difficult are these to use? Well, let's start off with Rainbow Card. Rainbow Card, all you need to do is learn how to force a card. I don't think I'm giving away the method. As long as you're able to force a card or multiple cards, if you're doing the David Blaine style routine, then you're good to go. So it's very beginner friendly. It's really not that difficult. The wallet is also very easy to use because it is so small. It's also nice that when you close the wallet and you place it on the table, you don't see what you usually see with Z wallets is those really thick edges and the wallet popping up and anything like that you really have to conceal. This I would, usually when you do a routine with an effect like this, you want to put the wallet straight into the spectator's line of sight so they don't see anything on the side. With this, I would literally just throw it and I wouldn't care if someone takes a glance at it because it doesn't really look like your casual Z wallet, which is very nice. So this is very easy to use. The peek is super easy to use. The peek works basically like this. You have someone write, you place it inside of the wallet and you say excellent. So now you start your mind ring and say, look, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take one of these billets for myself, and you've gotten the peek. Super easy, super clean peek. The out to lunch is also very, very simple. As always, you have, this is your out of lunch place. You just have them sign the card or make a drawing. You then remove your business card, you place it on the table, and the magic happens as you're used to with out to lunch principles. Easy to use. So overall, the wallet's super easy to use, and so is the rainbow card. Now let's talk about practicality. So how practical are this? For the wallet, what do you have to carry around to do the wallet? Just the wallet. So it's really packed small. This is really something that you can, even if you have your normal wallet, this doesn't take, the usual space, the thickness of other ZFold wallets. This is super slim, top pocket in your jacket, and you're good to go. Rainbow card. Also, if you carry around this wallet, well, you carry around Rainbow Card retroactively, because that's why I said these match so well together, because Rainbow Card fits in the wallet and it stays in the wallet until you don't want it there anymore, which I don't see why you wouldn't, but it just stays in the wallet basically forever as long as you have the wallet. So super practical as well. In terms of angles, the angles for both the wallet and the Rainbow Card are 360. In terms of inspectability, the wallet, the spectator opens it when they look at it, etc., but it's not inspectable per se. The reset for both of the effects is almost instant. Again, if you're using the peak, you'll have to remove their card. You'll have to add some cards if you do the out to lunch, some clean cards inside since you've given one as a souvenir, etc. The resets are minor for the effects. In terms of a table, you do not need a table for any of the effects presented with the wallet or the card. There is one that he does teach you with some jokers and a sandwich routine that like the card flies in the wallet, etc. That one you do need a table, but except for that, 99.9% of the routines don't require a table. And I think most of the routines that people will do are the ones that don't require the table, okay? And that is pretty much all we have to say about Practicality. Now, in terms of the where to perform, anywhere you perform your close-up magic or parlor show or whatever you want to do, you can perform the effects. Simple as that. So now that we've covered both of these, let's get into the positives and negatives. First of all, let's get into the negatives of this product. Both of these products, there's only one negative for both of these, is that the packaging is extremely minimal, bare bones, boring. It's just a carton and literally a 5-cent sleeve to put a card in. So I do wish the packaging would have been a bit nicer to hold the wallet, etc. It's not an issue about the products itself, but it is something. It's nice when you do get a nicer packaging to open up your stuff, but it is what it is. That's the only negative that I have about these products. Now let's get into the positives. One, the wallet and the rainbow card, I'll talk about them, as a bundle, which I've been doing all along. Super easy to do, super easy to carry around, incredible effects, incredibly well produced. They work as intended. They're practical in a lot of scenarios. They can be performed in most scenarios. They're easy to carry around. They're fun effects. They're different effects to what you do. You can basically do so much with these. You can do cards. You can do billet work. You can do magic moments where things are popping out of business cards. You can do so much with these. So it's such a good bundle of effects. So now, would I recommend this and what do I give it out of 10? Would I recommend the Z Wallet Pro? Yes. I do think, and I will go, on the knife's edge to say that I do think this is the best Z wallet on the entire market. And I think that once you have this, you will never go back to your old Z wallets as long as your effects fit in this, because I know other Z wallets have the benefit of you being able to put envelopes inside, being able to put, letter size, kind of postcards in size, etc. Of course, this you won't be able to do. But if you're looking for a walk around ZFold wallet that will allow you to do more than just a small switch, this is the best on the market by a country mile, in my opinion. Any mentalist or magician, I think you should buy this, and I think you already are buying it in troves because it is always sold out and you always have to put your name for the restock alert because of how popular this is. I'm giving the Z Wallet Pro a 10. I think it is something. Usually I don't give a lot of 10s. I usually give 10s to products that really set themselves apart. And I do think that this sets itself apart because it is the best Z wallet on the entire market. In regards to Rainbow Card is an addition to the Z wallet. I think it's a really good effect. I think it's fantastic. I think it's commercial. I think it's something that people will remember you by. Every time they look at the picture, they will think of you. And if you even want, you can do a shameless plug, and instead of doing out to lunch, you just put your business card here. So every time they look at the picture, they see your details in the picture as well. So you could definitely do that for a shameless plug. And I think it's a fantastic effect, easy to do. And if you're a card magician, I heavily recommend Rainbow Card as well. I'm giving that a 9.5 on 10. So a 10 for a wallet, a 9.5 for Rainbow Card. Fantastic effects. Bundled together, both get a 10. So yeah, go ahead and buy these. They get my highest recommendations. I love these products. And that's all I have to say about them. So I'll see you all in my next review. Have a good one, and bye-bye.